this week's Ask the Team. Kathryn and I thought we would do this week's question, and it's actually a question that we were asked over the last month, and we have recently sent out an on the market letter, so to people who are on the market answering this question. And the question was, all I want for Christmas is to get a sale on my house.
Best present ever.
It is, isn't it? Because I think when you're on the market, it feels, I think, particularly for us women, quite a vulnerable place to be. Why hasn't my house sold?
Absolutely, yeah. And especially, I think, coming up to this time of year, people are very aware they're going into the new year. They probably want to see what kind of strategy their agent has going forward to try and get them that buyer in the new year.
So Kathryn and I have come up with a 7-step plan, which is quite a detailed document that we can send out to you, but I thought that we would just run through the 7 steps.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's nothing that we haven't already been doing, but it's quite succinctly talks about the formula to make sure that you're in the best possible position when you're on the market to attract the right buyer.
Definitely.
And then to get your sale over the line.
Yeah. We normally have the 9-step plan that we talk about on the valuations. This is a bit of a tweaked version.
Bit of a tweak to it. Yeah. So step 1 is lifestyle imagery.
Yeah, and I think that's where it's really, really important. That's the first step, that's your first port of call. As soon as you go on to Rightmove and everywhere else that the buyer is looking at, it's those images that are going to initially grab the attention.
They're the hook, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because without good photos, people will just scroll through, won't they?
Absolutely. And we always say as well, it's not just about capturing the home, but it's about selling the lifestyle as well, massively. And I think it helps sometimes, especially your high value homes, to get lifestyle shots. It's not just about, capturing the living room, or have a shot of the fire while it's on. If it's, an autumnal shoot, it's just about capturing that lifestyle.
Yeah, candles play a big part in our photography. Yeah, just leading with the heart and not with the head. It's a bit of a cliche, but a picture does paint 1,000 words.
Definitely. Especially even with, rental properties, if you've got an ex-rental that's on the market and it's empty, can you get that photographer to virtually stage them just to give an idea of...
Totally.
Yeah, that makes a massive difference. It can almost, make the room look completely different with some furniture in there. So
because not everybody can figure out the proportions of a room, can they, without the idea of a double bed being in a room, for example.
Absolutely.
Or a table. So yeah, I think that's a really good point. So step number 2 is poetic descriptions of houses. So not everybody is a visual person. Some people like words, because words can be terribly powerful.
Definitely. Yeah, and I think it's as well, depending on the type of home, again, it's making sure that hand in hand the photos and the words are suitable. So sometimes with our low value homes, we keep the description short and snappy, get to the point, but again, make sure you're speaking to that buyer that will be looking at that advert as well.
Totally. And I think sometimes when I read descriptions that are very, very wordy, but they're not really saying anything, it's not just about choosing the right words, it's about if a buyer reads a load of words that are uninspiring, that can be really off-putting. So it's the right choice of words. Step number 3, I think this in our 9-step plan, this is our number 1, but I think number 3 has got to be about price, because the price has got to be enticing.
Definitely.
Hasn't it? Because without that,
it's a fine balance, isn't it? A very fine balance to push and test that price. And we talk a lot about that on valuations, but again, it's not going too high where you won't attract anyone through that door, and potentially actually you're in danger then of risking achieving the best possible price, because you'll inevitably have to reduce anyway.
Definitely. And I think that, if someone has come to the market with a very high price and have got uninspiring marketing, then actually they're doing themselves a complete disservice, because you won't get eyes on your property and you'll end up getting less than if you priced it at a realistic price and had great marketing.
Definitely.
Because what would happen then is lots of people interested, and then it's much easier to work people up. Once you work people up, they feel that they have very much won the house, so it's more likely to get it across the line at a decent time as well. So I think pricing is just vitally important. Step number 4, discreet property marketing and attracting passive buyers. I love this.
It's really important. A big part of what we do is we, will market certain properties off market completely.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to be on that open market. I think it adds a form of kind of exclusivity as well when people are looking and they kind of feel like they got a bit of an under the table, off the market property. I think it makes them even more attractive.
Typically, if we sell off market to VIP, we get 10% more. So I think that is a very, very interesting element. I think also attracting passive buyers. Sometimes, well, they say that about 10% of homes transact without coming onto the market, which, I might think that could even be a little bit higher, but nationally it's 10%.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a very, very powerful element to selling. Step number 5, inquiries and viewings.
Definitely, this is such a massive part where I think it's really important that your agent gets it spot on. It's about making sure that you're qualifying your buyers correctly, making sure that they're aware of it. Again, it all links in with the marketing, making sure that's done properly and really capturing what that property is about. And then making sure that the viewings are conducted properly as well. That's a massive thing.
Absolutely. I mean, we do 99% of our viewings, would you say?
Yeah.
It's certainly a large part of what we believe in, because if vendors do viewings often, the vendor will do a viewing and the feedback will be, they loved my house.
Yeah.
And then we'll call the next day and then they'll just will have been polite and haven't wanted to be honest, haven't pulled out the chair and relaxed at the home. And it's really important, I think, that we get people's guard down and we get good feedback in relation to that.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's easy for people to walk in and want to not offend people in their own home, which is completely understandable. So I think it is really important that we do the viewings.
Yeah. Step number 6, monitor, review and improve.
Again, that's been key for us this year. I think every agent's felt that.
It's not been as easy this year, has it, as last?
No, definitely not. And I think it's really important that, again, your agent needs to be staying on top of refreshing the advert. Okay, we're going into a different season. Let's take some new photographs. Anything that you can do to potentially get
photos. Holding some photos back and refreshing them can be really important at keeping those Rightmove numbers up. And I think also, it's not just about Rightmove, is it? If a house is sticking, we'll do Wednesday Wonders, we'll do Instagram Reels, we'll do TikToks, we'll try and go at it at a different way, or try and open it up to a different type of buyer sometimes.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's just a case of just giving it a refresh, and we've done it quite a few times where we've had a property that's sticking a little bit, we've gone out and done a little reel, even on Instagram, and we just get those extra few inquiries coming through, and it's sometimes just a direct message on Instagram, but it works.
It does. Step 7, you're brilliant at this. Ninja negotiation.
Really, really important that you have trained people in the office that know how to deal with offers properly in a certain manner that gets you the best possible price. And sometimes even just coming across with the first offer, that's, if you know it's too low, you need to go back before you even go to the vendor. Make sure that you're saying this is your best first offer, because we know that it's probably not going to be where the seller wants it to be at. And I think it's really, really important that you have trained negotiators working on those offers for you.
Definitely. So there we go, step 7 over.
Yeah. They are our 7 steps.
So if you would like a copy of the 7 steps, please do send us a message or pop a note in this post, and we would be delighted to send it over to you either electronically or post it out to you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've got any questions at all, please do reach out to Kathryn or I, or indeed any of the team. We're on 01244 313 900.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good day.